if you can call it that, that has come in from Chandrababu Naidu when it comes to KCR. So is there somewhere, is that a cause of worry for the BJP, or is the BJP confident that no, the KCR is by our side and will always be by our side?
Cause of worry for Chandrababu Naidu, which is making him lose his mind and talk all this nonsensical things.
Cause of worry for Chandrababu Naidu. You know, how would you like to respond to that, Venkat?
Absolutely. The last 4.5 years rule, if you see in Andhra Pradesh, you know, how he failed in every front, you know, making all those promises, you know, hundreds of promises and not fulfilling even one. And even the, you know, capital development, nothing has been done, no infrastructure development, no jobs creation. You know, every section of the people of Andhra Pradesh are rejecting him. And also, he sailed with BJP for so long and was not able to get the special category status. And now he's just changing colors, and all of a sudden BJP has become a villain, and he's again trying to protect himself and his.
Essentially, Chandrababu Naidu fears that there might be that he might be at the receiving end, which is why he's trying to cover all corners. Dr. Pullarao, is that
he made all the mistakes, and that's why
Dr.
he feels
Pullarao
that
he
knows that he's going to lose.
Okay, I get your point. Now that's a political point that you're making, but let's get in a neutral voice on this. Dr. Pullarao, who's been very, very closely watching the developments in Telangana politics. How does all this play out? On one hand, you have the biggies coming down to Telangana campaign. Sonia Gandhi chose not to go to any other state. She came down to Telangana. And what happened is that she ended up talking about people of Andhra Pradesh. Sonia Gandhi, however, is being projected by the Congress and the Mahakutami as Telangana's Amma, as the lady who helped in creation of Telangana in the first place. So that's the emotional connect that the Mahakutami is playing on. On the other hand, you have these continuous barbs flying between KCR and Chandrababu Naidu, but in the middle of it all, suddenly there is a small olive branch that is being extended. And then you have Ghulam Nabi Azad, the senior Congress voice, who also spoke out on India Ahead today exclusively. He says that there is absolutely no question of any alignment with KCR because he is BJP's B team. Now, clearly, when it comes to the TRS, for the Congress, he is BJP's B team. For the BJP, he is Congress's B team. So, if you look at a Venn diagram, he is like A intersection B and B intersection C. I'll just come to you, Abhishek. Dr. Pullarao, how is all this playing out, and how is it going to translate to the EVMs?
First of all, Chandrababu Naidu might have just made this remark. He likes these remarks, common platform, all of that. And also, he might have sensed he might lose also. You see, why would he want to have any deal with KCR if KCR is a defeated man? If KCR is no longer Chief Minister of Telangana, what use is he to Chandrababu Naidu? Perhaps Chandrababu Naidu senses that there might be a chance of KCR coming back as Chief Minister. If that happens, and if KCR says, I will not be a front in any front where Chandrababu Naidu is a member, then Chandrababu Naidu's road to national glory will be stopped. He cannot go ahead. Mamata Banerjee and others have some understanding with KCR that they should all be together. Therefore, Chandrababu Naidu may have two options. One, what if KCR wins? Where do I stand? And KCR, he should try to get him together so that in case he becomes Chief Minister, then naturally he would like to be on his good side. Otherwise, he cannot lead this front as a convener or
but Dr. Pullarao, taking a cue from what you are saying that if KCR becomes the Chief Minister, now if KCR indeed ends up becoming the Chief Minister for a second term in Telangana, then what is Chandrababu Naidu's positioning going to be at that point in time? Because you are saying that possibly what he is saying, or this hint of an olive branch, that could be looking at a long-term kind of an implication that he has in mind possibly.
You remember, Chandrababu Naidu went to Calcutta on November 20th. I wanted to bring Mamata Banerjee for that meeting, which was aborted on November 22nd. One of the points or bones of contention was, what do we do with KCR? If you are hostile to him, KCR will not join us. Therefore, let's postpone this whole thing. Now, on December 11th, when the results are out, if you imagine that KCR wins, then again KCR becomes a larger-than-life figure. He will dominate entire show because he will be the only.
Okay. So a very interesting
Non-Congress.
perspective, Dr. Pulla Rao. So you're saying that what Chandrababu Naidu has said is keeping in mind that, he's keeping all political permutation and combinations in mind. Now, Mahesh, if I could bring you in 1 second, since we're talking of KCR, and look at what Chandrababu Naidu is saying. This is a political, analyst, a seasoned political analyst who feels that this is being done in a way so that there could be more muscle that could be added to the Mahagathbandhan. So Mahakutami at the state level, Mahagathbandhan at the national level. So does one dovetail into the other, and does KCR also become a part of that grand photo of opposition leaders that we have seen multiple times in the recent past? Mahesh.
Absolutely not, Saurav, because KCR is already clearly made it very, very clear. And he met Mamata Banerjee, and also when the Karunanidhi was alive, he met even the Stalin, as well as even he went to Mamata Banerjee, and he met all the leaders.
He also went down to H.D. Kumar, meet and congratulate H.D. Kumaraswamy, but that was a day before the grand photo op happened. With Mayawati, Sonia Gandhi, Mamata Banerjee, Sitaram Yechuri all sharing that. Yes, please carry on.
Yes. And there's a very clear understanding between all the parties that they're going to form the federal front, which is like non-Congress and non-BJP front. And for the upcoming election for the parliament, Chandrababu is going to be restricted. Even just he has to struggle in Andhra Pradesh to become into power. He forget about playing any role in the
parliament. No, then are you then, Mahesh, are you then categorically ruling out any possibility in the future of the TRS becoming a part of that conglomerate which constitutes the anti-Modi club?
Absolutely not with the Chandrababu, because he cannot be trusted at all. Definitely not, because he can play any
card. But you still haven't. No, that's a very clever wordplay. You still haven't answered my question. That is very clever wordplay. No. Right. And Shakila Reddy. Shakila Reddy of the TDP is also. Shakila Reddy of the TDP is also with us, and we will just take this question to her in just a bit. But clearly, you have still not answered the question. Now, Venkat, how are we supposed to read this? You have still not answered that question. Venkat, how do you read this? How do you read this? So is there like a public display of affection for Prime Minister Modi and the BJP?
I'll leave it to them how they sort it out. As far as we are concerned, YSR Congress Party, our President Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu is very clear from the beginning that we will be fighting alone. We did that in 2014. We will be doing the same thing in 2019. And our goal is to get as many MPs as possible so that we can really fight with the central government and get the special category status for the state of Andhra Pradesh. And both Congress and BJP failed in that front. And Chandrababu Naidu.
We have also heard Jagan Mohan Reddy say that whoever gives me this what I have been demanding, I am ready to take sides.
Absolutely. After the elections are over.
So which means so on your side you have been very clear that you are open to anyone who comes and gives you what.
It could be third front.
So we don't know whether it is going to be the third front or the fourth front or what front it would be.
Absolutely.
But clearly, will we see KCR ever as a part of the anti-Modi front? Mahesh, once again, this question is coming to the fore. While on one hand, what Chandrababu Naidu is doing in Telangana is clearly with an eye on 2019. As far as 2019 is concerned, why is the TRS keeping its cards so close to its chest?
See, KCR, as I said clearly, that we are going to be forming the federal front and definitely allowing all the regional parties to bring together. As I said, Chandrababu, after this, though so-called it's a national party, he will be state party in the next 1 week time. He will not even win single seat in Telangana. He has to pack his bags and go back to Andhra and try to struggle to keep his few MLAs for the next upcoming elections. Already people are looking at, even in Andhra Pradesh as well, how he changes the color. He has used the party of the BJP, he was part of BJP for the last 4.5 years. That's what he did in the past. He was part of NDA.
If you look at the charges that are being made and the counter charges, be it Chandrababu Naidu or be it K. Chandrasekhar Rao, the charges that are flying against each other are more or less similar. Let me get in the TDP on this. Shakila Reddy, you have been patiently listening to the multiple schools of thought which are emanating as we discuss this and try to decipher and understand what is playing on Chandrababu Naidu's mind. Now, a seasoned political analyst feels, and this is what other poll pundits have also told us, that what Chandrababu Naidu is doing by saying that he had reached out to K. Chandrasekhar Rao, he had wanted to work with Chandrasekhar Rao. So is he in a way keeping a window open for a post-December 11th alliance with an eye on 2019? Or is this just being that, the larger-than-life figure and saying that, look, irrespective of political affiliations, I know that we have worked together in the past and we have been colleagues?
Yeah. Before the elections, our President Chandrababu Naidu Garu had a long, lengthy talk with KCR Garu, because he wanted all the two states, Telugu-speaking states, to develop as well as both equally, and he wanted to fight against BJP because they are not giving special status to them, which had been promised earlier, which has been written in both the states, which have been promised in both the houses. So, keeping all this in mind, he gave an open offer to KCR Garu, saying that he wanted to work along with that and develop both the states, but there was no positive response from KCR Garu. So he was forced to have Mahakutami because he wanted to fight with
So the
BJP.
Mahakutami was born out of the rejection from KCR. Is
No,
that what you are saying?
No.
So the Mahakutami was born,
No.
Shakila. Are you
No.
then suggesting that because his first outreach was to K. Chandrasekhar Rao,
Mahakutami.
and when the overtures failed, then that is when he decided, no, we have to come up with that, with the Mahakutami.
It is clear, he's very opportunistic, that is what it does.
I just want to tell you very clearly.
You don't
saying
want to
that
have any
Mahakutami
ideology at all?
was not formed because of KCR's rejection. It was only against BJP because whatever they have promised.
No, but you
Because
just
you're
said.
worried about the...
Let me bring in the BJP on this. Do you feel that, going by what, the confession on national television at this point in time, that the Mahakutami was born after the first outreach that Chandrababu Naidu made to K. Chandrasekhar Rao failed, does it smack of opportunism in politics?
Absolutely, Chandrababu Naidu wanted to create another villain because him bashing Jagan didn't give him maybe good mileage, and his failure, he wanted to find some reason for his failure, and that is why he has tried to tarnish the image of BJP. And whatever successful things which he tries to portray, the building of the houses and all that, all the BJP schemes he has portrayed as his success, and all his failures now he is trying to push it onto BJP.
No, but that brings me to the larger question. Dr. Pulla Rao, if I could bring you in. Dr. Pulla Rao, you just heard what the TDP has had to say. So, when we talk of Mahakutami, and in fact today once again, Chandrababu Naidu has reiterated, and I must be fair to him, where he has said that Mahakutami has been born out of a compulsion. And this word compulsion is what finds resonance in what Shakila Reddy just told us. So, is it a compulsion to bring and just to halt the Modi juggernaut, or is it a compulsion to further one's own interests and project oneself as a larger than life, as a player who is much above state politics on a national level?
Compulsion of self-interest.
Existential question.
Let me give you one suggestion straight away. If KCR wins, he will have no use for Chandrababu Naidu. If KCR loses, Chandrababu Naidu will have no use for KCR. That is the way the politics is set up. They're both rivals. Politics, anybody can become friends. Politics is the art of the possible. Politics makes strange bedfellows. So anytime they may unite. But for that purpose, if KCR wins, why will he require Chandrababu Naidu? He doesn't require
Right,
him.
so,
He
well
will
said,
go ahead on the
politics
national
does make
stage with
strange
his own ideas.
bedfellows, and for sure, Telangana has been privy to that in the past, and United Andhra Pradesh also, where we have just been putting out those graphics on our screens, just to give a perspective, that, in a way, it has been a relationship of whenever, depending on which way the wind was really blowing at what point in time. So, based on that, we have seen multiple political parties who have been at loggerheads, who have been at each other's throats. They decided to bury their hatchet and say that let's be friends now. So friends have turned foes, foes have turned friends, overtures have been made, but in the end, barbs continue to fly. Shakila Reddy, politics does end up making strange bedfellows. Now that's a very telling comment vis-a-vis Telangana politics. Shakila.
Yeah, basically, see, there are no enemies for a long time or friends in a long time for the politicians.
Now that is
they always
So should we be
No.
reading your mind once again?
No.
There are no enemies. So no one is an enemy. An enemy's enemy is a friend.
Because here as one of my BJP friends say that they want to tarnish anything and they want to show it as a villain. No, absolutely, it's not the issue of the BJP.